Election deniers among Democrats in America. The term election denier has often been associated with Republicans, particularly after the 2020 election. However, it is important to note that claims of election denial have not been exclusive to one political party. Many prominent Democrats have questioned the legitimacy of elections when they did not go in their favor, casting doubts about election integrity, particularly in 2000, 2004, and 2016. The 2000 and 2004 elections. The 2000 presidential election, which resulted in the controversial Supreme Court case, Bush versus Gore, is one of the earliest examples of Democrats questioning the results of a major U.S. election. Many Democrats believed that George W. Bush's victory was illegitimate, particularly due to allegations of voter suppression in Florida. Representative Maxine Waters notably stated, "We cannot declare that George Bush has won this election when the votes of millions of Americans have not yet been counted." Former Vice President Al Gore conceded, but not before his campaign heavily scrutinized Florida's vote count. In 2004, when Bush was re-elected, similar claims arose. After John Kerry's defeat, many Democrats again questioned the integrity of the election, particularly regarding Ohio's results. Prominent figures, including Senator Barbara Boxer, raised concerns about voting irregularities. Representative Stephanie Tubbs Jones echoed this skepticism, stating, "I raise these objections not to put in the place the presidency of George W. Bush, but to demonstrate the overwhelming evidence of voting irregularities." The 2016 election and the Russian dossier. The most prominent case of election denial by Democrats in recent history occurred after the 2016 election, when Donald Trump won the presidency. Many Democrats alleged that Trump's victory was the result of Russian interference, based on claims that Russia had meddled in the election to benefit Trump. These claims were largely built upon the now discredited Steele dossier, a document financed by the Democratic National Committee, DNC, and Hillary Clinton's campaign. The dossier made unverified claims about Trump's ties to Russia, and while it became the foundation for numerous investigations, including the FBI's inquiry, much of its content was later debunked. Despite this, the dossier fueled narratives that Trump's presidency was illegitimate. Democratic leaders like Adam Schiff and Nancy Pelosi repeatedly asserted that there was substantial evidence of collusion between Trump and Russia. Schiff notably said, "There's clear evidence on the issue of collusion, and this adds to that body of evidence." Even after Special Counsel Robert Mueller's report did not find sufficient evidence to prove collusion between Trump and Russia, some Democrats continued to question the legitimacy of Trump's presidency. Hillary Clinton herself remarked, "I believe he knows he's an illegitimate president." The Biden laptop controversy. In 2020, just before the presidential election, the story of Hunter Biden's laptop emerged, suggesting corrupt business dealings by the Biden family. Initially, many in the Democratic Party and the media dismissed the laptop as Russian disinformation, even though subsequent investigations revealed that the contents were genuine. More than 50 former intelligence officials signed a letter claiming that the laptop had all the classic earmarks of a Russian information operation. Joe Biden himself downplayed the allegations during the final presidential debate, saying, "There are 50 former national intelligence folks who said that what he's accusing me of is a Russian plan." However, in 2022, major news outlets such as the New York Times and the Washington Post confirmed the authenticity of the laptop's contents, showing that the initial dismissal of the laptop as disinformation was unfounded. This revelation led to accusations that the Biden campaign and its allies in the media had attempted to deny or suppress information that could have influenced the election outcome. Conclusion. While Republicans are often portrayed as election deniers, Democrats have also engaged in questioning the outcomes of elections. From Al Gore's contested defeat in 2000 to claims of Russian interference in 2016 and the dismissal of the Biden laptop story in 2020, prominent figures within the Democratic Party have sown doubt about election integrity when the results were unfavorable to them. These actions demonstrate that election denial is a bipartisan phenomenon, and both parties have engaged in it when it has suited their political interests. In a democracy, trust in the electoral process is vital, and the frequent questioning of election results by both parties threatens to erode that trust. As election denial becomes increasingly common on both sides, the integrity of America's democratic institutions may be at greater risk than ever before.